Customers that penny pinch, gotta love the penny pinchers. Hey, all, Chris from Street cleaning windows of the Foul Coast. I have recently put up my prices on a number of the properties that we've been doing in the Blackpool area, where we have not raised the price for about 3 years. I'm not one of these people that will raise the price just for the sake of raising it. If I raise the price, it's because it needs to balance out with my business. The cost of fuel goes up, the cost of resin goes up, the cost of wages, giving the guys pay rises, etc., and stuff like that. You know, the demand that on my time and the time of the guys that work for me is precious to me. So at the end of the day, putting the price up is you know, it's not something that I do just for the sheer hell of it. There is a rhyme and there is a reason behind it, and sometimes you will find that putting prices up makes you unpopular, right? Okay, and it's funny because I hear some people, the conversations that I've been having, again, you know, with some subscribers and fellow window cleaners, you know, that work the same area as I do, and they seem to think that the customer is their friend, and oh well, you know, it's, I want to, you know, I don't really want to put the price up because, you know, they're a good customer and blah blah, and well, that's fine, you know, and it's almost mentally that they regard the customer as a friend, and for that reason alone, that's why they're not putting the prices up. But I've fallen into this trap before. When I very first started, I didn't want to put price up. I thought, oh, you know, if I do that, then customers are gonna sort of, you know, get rid of me. But yeah, and they do, to be honest with you, sometimes. But I give you an example of this. We had a customer, and I've had them for 4 years. 4 years. And when I very first started, I was charging them £7.50 front and back. This is nothing. This is not a massive house. It does not have a conservatory. It is simply French doors at the back. It's a semi-detached. You've got the, you know, three lots of windows, and then a set of French doors at the back, 2 side windows, and a bay window upstairs, a bay window downstairs, and a front door. And I was charging £7.50 for that 4 years ago. And in the meantime, I have been incurring, as I've mentioned before, I have been incurring these additional charges. I've been incurring, you know, rise in the cost of fuel. There has been rise in the cost of resin. You know, the water bill's gone up. It's something as simple as that. I've given my lads, you know, pay rises because they've earned it. They deserve it. So I will pay them more. And if I can afford to give the lads a pay rise every year, then I will endeavour to try and give them a pay rise every year, because if they are prepared to work to the high standards that we set and deliver, then I've no reason to not reward them for their efforts. And that's the way I see it. So with that in mind, all these costs are constantly going up, and if you remain that guy that constantly charges what you were charging 4 years ago, then 4 years from now you'll find yourself being busier but not actually benefiting a great deal from that. I spoke to the customer, very nice lady, I get on with her, it's not a problem. But I said to her, I said, well, you know, this month the window cleaning fee is going to be £7.50, but from the next clean it's going to be £10. And she nearly fell over. You know, it looked at me like, you know, she had a face like a punched lasagna after that, and she just was, you know, couldn't understand why I was putting the price up, and explained to her, etc., what I've just sort of gone through. And she was like, well, let me think about it. I was like, okay, no dramas, no pressure, I'll speak to you later. She made the payment that afternoon, and then sort of sent me a text saying, "I'd like to cancel window cleaning, no longer require your services, thanks." Now, you can think that you're best mates with the customer, you can get on really, really well with the customer, but they're not your friends, they are customers. And for a certain number of these people, these customers, if they find a better deal elsewhere, they will drop you like a bad habit, and that's business, that's just the way things are. So I've not put the price up over the years steadily, you know, for example, you know, maybe putting it up by like sort of 50p a year or something like that. And if I'd have done that, I'd have probably kept that customer. She'd have probably swallowed those little incremental rises rather than all of a sudden £7.50, bang, tenner. It's a lot more visually, it's a lot more, it's, you know, the reality is that whole pay rise of £2.50 would probably buy her a coffee at Starbucks, you know what I mean? That's the kind of price rise we're looking at. I'm not doubled the price. I've not sort of said, you know, all right, well, you know, I'm going to charge you 20 quid. I've just simply said to her, yeah, the price is having to go up because I've not raised the price in 4 years. I've tried to keep it as low as I can for you, but now I'm incurring costs, and now the customer, you know, I have to pass that on to the customer. Sadly, it's just the world we live in, you know. And I've been very polite about it, but ultimately, the customer has dropped me, which, you know, I kind of expected, to be fair. But am I bothered? No, not really, because the new customers that come on will just simply pay the new price, and I have plenty of quotes to do, I have plenty of inquiries to get back to, and these, you know, the customer will be replaced. It's as simple as that. But if you go about your business with the mindset of thinking that customer is your friend, you're gonna end up with a lot of negative emotions, because they're not your friends. As well as you might get on with them. You know, I had a lady, very sadly recently, she died in the last sort of 3 months. I had a lady that died in the last sort of 3 months as a customer, and we got on really, really well, and to the point where every single Easter and every single Christmas she would send my kids chocolates and Easter eggs. You know, chocolates at Christmas and Easter eggs at Easter. But she's still a customer. You know, and as much as I get on with them, they're still customers. You know, you're not their friend. You're there to perform a service, and once they pay up, that's it. It's just the way it is. So, yeah, I do notice as well. Some of these customers that penny pinch as well. So I'm in Lytham right now, and I've just given a quote to a lady, and I'm sat in front of this house, which is worth around about sort of I reckon it's about £250,000, this house. It's really nice. It's probably about six bedrooms, nice big driveway, and as I look there, they have a Maserati, they have a Bentley, and then like a Ford Fiesta GT type effort on the driveway. So they're not short of cash. But then when you quote them, they'll try and, oh well, I can't justify I quoted them £40 because it would take me about half an hour to get through the job, and we can't justify £40 for cleaning windows. All right, but you can justify spending £10,000 on decking, you know, spending £30,000 on a Maserati, you know, spending £50,000 on a Bentley, you know, 3 holidays a year type effort, you know. Yeah, I would sooner have two or three customers. I'd sooner have 4 customers that pay me a tenner every single month, that I'm in and out inside of 10 minutes. I can do all 4 of them in an hour and I'm done, than have, you know, customers that penny pinch. It's just the way I am. So enjoy the sunshine all. I think I'm sunburned a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. I think I'm as red as my t-shirt. You know, I've only worn this to sort of see if I can offset myself, like a colour scheme. So yeah, thanks for enduring to the end of this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. All the very best.